Very good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our GYANJYOTI online classes. So, this is the last part of our chapter Poverty as Challenge. Okay, as we have already read about the causes of poverty, that low growth rate, after that discouragement of development of industries and handicraft products during colonial rule, after that high growth of population, okay, then huge income inequalities, then lack of land resources. These are the important causes which are mostly responsible for the condition of poverty in our country. Okay, so today we will discuss about some anti-poverty measures, okay, or to prevent poverty. So measures taken or followed by Indian government to reduce the poverty condition situation in India. After that, promotion of economic growth. The anti-poverty measures are promotion of economic growth and targeted anti-poverty programs. Okay, some programs are classified in this group. After that, the challenges we have. Okay, we have also more challenges to face. What the problem like poverty. Okay, like unemployment, child labor, and illiteracy. Okay, illiteracy means uneducated. Okay, so let's start the chapter from the topic of anti-poverty measures, or some steps are taken by the Indian government, like promotion of economic growth and targeted anti-poverty programs. So promotion of economic growth, that according to official poverty estimation or calculation, the growth rate jumped from the average of about you can say 3.5% a year in the 1970s to about 6% during the 1980s and 1990s. With the help of high rate of growth, reduction of poverty is possible. Okay, it shows a link between poverty reduction and economic growth. Therefore, promotion of economic growth helps to reduce poverty. Yeah, it is fact that if a person is economically growth, then the person, you can say, a stable person in the society. So the economic growth is very much important for the reduction of poverty. Okay, after that, some anti-poverty programs are also, you can say, implemented or executed by the Indian government to reduce what you can say the problem like poverty. Okay, like the NREGA or National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. I am writing here the full form of NREGA, the anti-poverty program. National Rural Guarantee Act. So, what NREGA or National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, it was launched in September 2005. When it was launched in September 2005, then, and it provides 100 days assured employment every year to every rural households in 200 districts. Later, the scheme will be extended to 600 districts of our country. 1/3 of the proposed jobs would be reserved for women. In this act, if an applicant is not provided employment within 15 days, then she or he will be entitled to a daily unemployment allowance. Okay, you can say NREGA, the job card scheme. Okay, you can ask your father and mother about the NREGA or job card scheme. Okay, he or she will deliver about the scheme of Indian government. Then the central government and state governments will also establish national employment guarantee funds and state employment guarantee funds for implementation of the scheme. Okay, this is the scheme. This is about the scheme NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which was launched by the Indian government in the year of 2005 to enhance the economic condition of the persons, of the, you can say, citizens, of people. Okay, then Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was launched on 2nd October 1993. Okay, on the auspicious day of Gandhi Jayanti, it was launched in 1993. The objective, or you can say the aim of the program, is to create self-employment opportunities for educated, unemployment youth in rural areas and small towns. It also helps in setting up small business and industry. So through the scheme of what PMRY, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, okay, the Indian government through the bank, you can say, supported some financial strategy to the Indian youth masses, and it helps to, you can say, create some business among the Indians youth. After that, SGSY, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. Okay, SGSY, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. Swarojgar Yojana. So the program was launched on 1st April 1990. First April. The objective or the aim of this program is to help rural people to organize themselves into self-help groups, or you can say SHG, by the way of promoting enterprises at the village level. This program help to exist poor families above the poverty line. In this program, the government provides subsidy and bank credit to the rural people for generating the income. Okay, you can find the SHG group, self-help groups of the women in village areas as well as in town areas. Okay, and you can say these self-help groups are created by SDSY program, Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. Okay, to you can say to prevent the problems like poverty and help the poor people to uplift their condition. Okay, then Rural Employment Generation Program, or you can say REGP, what? Rural Employment Generation Program. This program was launched in 1995. The target of this program is to provide 25 lakh new jobs to the rural and small towns persons under the 10th 5-year plan. Okay, so REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program, it was launched in the year of 1995. The main target of the REGP program is to provide about 25 lakhs jobs to the Indian youth mass. Okay, then next program is Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana, or PMGY. This program was launched in the year of 2000. The objective, or you can say the aim of this program, to develop standard of living of the rural people by the way of focus in 5 critical areas. First, primary health, then primary education, rural shelter. Through the rural shelter we can get what? Indra Awas Yojana, Indra Awas. Okay, then rural drinking water. Okay, the water tankies are made in rural areas, and rural electrification. Now the electrification, you can say, procedure is going on in rural areas. So through the PMGY, or Pradhan Mantri Gramoday Yojana, okay, the government of India launched this program in 2000, and the objective of the program is to provide the minimum, you can say, minimum livelihood, or minimum you can say 5 critical areas, or in primary sector, like the basic necessities of the people, like primary health, then primary education, then shelter, about shelter, then drinking water or water facilities, as well as you can say the electricity facility. Okay, then SGRY, the Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, and this program was launched in September 2001, and the program, or the main aim of the program, the employment assurance schemes and JGSY would be merged with SGRY. The aim of the program is to provide wage employment and to create durable community, social and economic asset. Means the main, you can say, main aim of this program is to provide good wages or good salary to the workers, or equal salary to the workers. Okay, so these are the important programs which you can say, which are executed by Indian government to prevent such type of problem like poverty. Okay, then the last, you can say, the last most important topic, that after that you can say the program are, you can say, going on in our society, okay, in our country, but some challenges you can say ahead of the problem, like poverty. Okay, some challenges like unemployment, then child labor, then illiteracy or uneducated people. Okay, this type of problems are always, you can say, obstacles for our economic development. Okay, so the poverty reduction remains India's most compelling challenges despite the progress. Okay, it is the main challenge, you can say, main headache for the government. What? Poverty. So because of unequal distribution of income, increase in population, etc., the positive situation can be done by the way of higher economic growth, increasing stress on universal free elementary education, declining population growth, increasing empowerment of the women and the economical weaker section of society, providing healthcare, education and job. Okay, this is the positive situation can be done by what the government to prevent the problem like poverty. Okay, but some obstacles are always, you can say, faced by our society, by our government. That problems are unemployment. The first one is unemployment. That unemployment is a situation where a person have not job despite of he or she able to do job. It is a big cause of poverty. It is true that unemployment problem or this situation is a very big cause of poverty. Unemployment is also a situation of being joblessness when people are in condition of without job and in situation of seeking job during recession. That it is a sign of poverty. Where an individual is unemployed, it is a loss of human resources to the nation and stigma to the society. Okay, then child labor is one of the most, you can say, practiced job in our India. Then child labor is a situation where a child is employed for earning money, and due to their, you can say, money problem, due to the money problem in their houses, okay, the child are, you can say, forced to do job in hotels, in you can say in shops, okay, in different areas. Then which is mentally, physically and socially dangerous and harmful for the children. Child labor is a basic problem of poverty. Because of doing what, child cannot be literate or child cannot be get education and he or she is unable to make his or her future. The child labor, you can say, Prohibition Act was passed in 1986, defines a child as any person who has not completed his 14th year of age. Then according to the International Labour Organization or ILO, the term child labor is often defined as work that deprives children of their childhood, their potential and their dignity, and that is harmful to the physical and mental development. Yes, due to the child labor case, many children, okay, they you can say they are not able to get education, okay, by this type of situations, okay, by this type of events are created, okay, the children, they faced many difficulties and their physical and mental abilities are, you can say, not growth, okay. Then illiteracy is the condition where a person unable to read and write. In India, illiteracy is a major problem of poverty. Okay, so these are the challenges ahead. We have to keep in mind to you can say find out this type of situation in our society and take a lot of different kind of states to prevent this type of situation, to you can say to protect the human resource in our society from this type of problem like unemployment, like child labor and what, illiteracy. Okay, so this is all about the chapter number 3, poverty as a challenge. So this is all about the chapter poverty as challenge. Okay, let's take a recap of this chapter, a reminder of this chapter from the beginning, that we had studied that what is poverty. Poverty, you can say, as lack of daily requirements of livelihood like food, clothing, education, okay, can be defined as poverty. Okay, then how poverty is seen by social scientists, the social exclusion and vulnerability. Okay, then after that poverty line you can say is described. Then poverty estimates by the you can say finance government of India according to survey of 2011 and 12. Okay, then the vulnerable groups, okay, according to their situation, the vulnerable groups are different types, okay, like scheduled caste, then you can say scheduled tribes, okay, and by the people who are facing the agricultural problems, they are also in the category of vulnerable groups. Then some households laborers, okay, they are also classified in vulnerable groups. So according to their situation or conditions, the people of our society are classified into different category of vulnerable groups. Okay, then what is the global poverty scenario? That according to the World Development Indicators 2012, okay, through huge investment in human resource development and rapid economic growth, poverty is substantially decreased in China and Southeast Asian countries. Okay, so most of the countries, okay, they are faced the problems like poverty, but nowadays, okay, the situation or the problem like poverty is rapidly, you can say, rapidly going down, okay, or the reduction of poverty is, you can say, do day by day. Okay, so many schemes are also, you can say, implemented by different government of different state to prevent the problems like poverty. Okay, after that today we have discussed about what causes of poverty, that the low growth rate, okay, or the low developmental rate, then discouragement of development of industries and handicraft products in during colonial period, during British period. Okay, they were drained the wealth of India to England. That's why the growth rate was what you can say face slow down. Okay, after that they, you can say, promoted their industries or their, you can say, produced goods in the Indian market, and they were established their industries in India. Okay, and the foreign investors or foreign owner, okay, the British owner, British businessmen, they were look after look of the industries which was set up by British government, or you can say British East India Company. Then what? After that, high growth rate of population. Yes, the growth rate of population day by day. Okay, it is also, you can say, one of the most important, you can say, big headache for, you can say, poverty. Big, sorry, not poverty. It is a big headache for society as well as for government, for the development. Okay, then huge income inequalities, or you can say income differs a lot in the Indian society, and it creates difference between the people. Okay, it creates you can say economic status of the people. So what? After that, lack of land resources due to the growing populations. Okay, according to the population demands, according to the, you can say, agricultural work, according to the establishment of cities and, you can say, towns, and industrial, through the industrial growth. Okay, now we have very less land resources. Okay, so it causes what? The problem like poverty. Okay, these are the, you can say, most important problem, or these problems are mostly responsible for poverty. After that, anti-poverty measures, many programs, many schemes regulated by Indian government. Okay, for the development of poor people. Okay, for the development of backward people, like NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Okay, then Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY. Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana (SGSY). Okay. After the Rural Employment Generation Program, then Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana, Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana. Okay. These types of schemes are, you can say, regulated by Indian government to reduce poverty, yes, reduce poverty in Indian society. After that, some challenges are also in front of our society, ahead of our government, like unemployment, then child labor, and the last illiteracy. Okay, so this is all about the chapter what poverty as a challenge, and it is the last chapter of our economics department. I hope you all are understood the topics very well. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.